Bada bing, bada boom. The people's champ is back in your room. Just want to say thank you to everybody that's been watching, giving us a thumbs up, subscribing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So with all that done and over, Smash Lab is our first guest, but not our guest for today. Let's just jump into it. So without further ado, is Michael Whisman.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I was told there'd be applause. Are they gonna add that in post? Oh, okay, cool.
We had that in after on the rewind.
Right,
We
right.
had that in. It was a.
It's like anime. I don't know if you're up to date on recent anime practices, but they'll air like the shittiest version of an episode live, and then later on touch it up, and then for the Blu-ray release, touch it up like the final time.
Oh, that's kind of like this show where the shittiest show is live, and then it
Perfect.
maybe gets better back on the rewind. You know. But
they redraw me extra buff.
There you go. We'll draw you in.
Perfect.
So let's start off. For the people that are new to the internet, tell them about yourself.
So you might have found me on Google. Most of my life, I was the only Whisman on Google, at least when I would try to Google. Now, apparently, there's millions of us. I never knew. I never met any of them before. But if you happen to find me today, I do art stuff. I play with toys. I make things. I make more things for my toys than I make for myself. I read, I draw. I just do a lot of fun stuff, and I try to make it, make my life about it.
He's about it.
Yeah.
You don't talk about it, you be about it.
Exactly. That's why my last Instagram post was like a year ago.
That's why we have the elusive Michael Whisman on the show today.
It's like, I was Batman, and now I'm the old Bruce Wayne from Batman Beyond, just sitting in my mansion before Batman Beyond comes along.
What up, Omar V? So I feel you've been gone for a long time. Like you disappear, and then you come back with fire all the time.
Oh, thank you.
Like I feel like you'll be a recluse for a little while, but anytime you come back, you always come back with that fire on those on your pics there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do. I guess I'd have to contribute that to the fact that just because I'm not posting doesn't mean I'm not doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always working on a million things. It's just, what do I think? Like I said, before this aired, back in the trailer, I was saying how I haven't finished any of the episodes yet because they're all half finished. So, it's almost like I do that with everything in my life. I don't know what's wrong with me.
All right. It's the life of an artist. We never finish anything. We're always in the middle of something and never finish anything.
Oh, although I may have breaking out of that. So I did finish something recently. I finally played the Spider-Man PS4 game.
Okay.
And I got 100% on all of them, like all the stuff.
Tight.
So take that one.
You got a lot of free time on your hands then.
No, it was no, I wish. It was more like an hour a day playing it kind of thing, but it wasn't hard. And I played like almost every Spider-Man game growing up, pretty much. But I really liked the Spider-Man 2 game for the Spider-Man 2 movie, and this game felt like a lot like that. So that game I had like 100% on as a kid. So this one was like a breeze as an adult.
Like the only Spider-Man games I played were the original PlayStation ones, the PlayStation, the PS2 ones.
Yeah.
And I never got anything off the Amazing Spider-Man, and I did get the PS4 version of Spider-Man, but I'm so behind on everything. I haven't even played it yet.
See, you're me a week ago.
I feel so bad that
I would say do it. It's awesome. Oh well, okay. So here's what I try not to spend too much money on video games because they're so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So I was waiting to play Spider-Man, and recently my youngest sibling just left for college, and they had the Spider-Man game just because their PlayStation had come with it. Like they had never played it. So I asked if I could borrow it, and then so I was playing the game, yada yada, and there's DLC, like extra content to it,
Oh yeah.
and you have to buy it. And normally I think it's like $10 per one, so like $30. But there was a bundle deal, so I got it for like $12 recently. So basically, I paid $12 and I got the game and the 3 DLCs.
Dang, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. That's a good deal.
Also, if there are any Witcher fans out there, I don't know if the sale's still going on, but on Epic, like the people that do Fortnite,
Mm-hmm.
they have, so the way like you would launch Fortnite on your computer is you would open the Epic launcher and then from there open Fortnite. So in that you can have other games, and they give away some games for free every so often. But recently they had the Witcher 3, like the newest Witcher game with all the DLC content, everything for like $9 or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was like 80% off or something.
Oh, that's why I wait. I wait to get games too because you just wait a couple months and they'll go down in price. You know.
Yeah, or until the next console.
Yeah. So I just wait. I'm not a big gamer as I used to be, so it's
Well,
whatever.
like you said, it's time. I think that's a big for the average person. I mean, pro gamers, that's their thing, but like the average person is like, if you don't have enough time, you're not gonna, be a not a pro gamer, and I guess it's just a gamer.
Yep, Daddy Whisman. Yep, that's why he doesn't have time too, because now he's Daddy Whisman.
Oh, see, now there's a prime example. That's Nick Wild, everybody. You can find him on Instagram. So he just posted a video today of he painted in the web lines on the new, I think it's the Iron Spider-Man from the Armadillo wave from the new movie. But he used to play Fortnite with me, and now he can't because he's busy because he's a pro gamer. He leveled up in the other direction.
Oh, so he's a pro now.
Yeah, that comment came from a ranking Call of Duty player.
Oh wow!
And I wish I could give you more info, but I forgot which Call of Duty, which mode, et cetera, et cetera. But Nick kills it on Call of Duty, but he sucks at Fortnite.
Nice. That's nice. See, we got all types of people on this show. This is a people show. You get everybody on here, you know? What I want to talk about, though, is I feel that you're like an ACBA original. Do you feel you're ACBA original? I feel so because
I feel like that question is like changed over time because it's like technically no, because I wasn't one of the original group from YouTube in like 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So technically no, but like when the Facebook group kicked off and that like first started and all that stuff, then I guess yeah for that. But I didn't ever consider myself that until people started saying that, and I think people just say that because let's see now 2000, because I joined ACBA in 2012 or maybe like the very end of 2011, but I didn't post anything till 2012. And so how long ago was that now? 9 years ago?
Something like that.
Yeah, so it's crazy, but like a lot of kids who were watching the videos at that time are grown up now, and they're like, in college or at the end of high school, and so they'll say stuff to me like that, like, "Wow, you're so old, you're an original," or this, and it's like, it's just relative. 9 years to them is half their life, but if you were to ask, I don't know, maybe Boog or Shardamus or someone else who was there at the beginning, was he part of it? They'd probably be like, I mean, no, like we're friends and they know me, but no, he wasn't there on day one. No.
Yeah. Well, because when I joined, you're already in it when I joined, because I can't remember when I joined.
Probably like 2012-ish.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
Maybe early 2013.
Yeah, probably end of maybe 2012.
Okay.
Yeah, right towards the end there. Like you already in it, you're already kind of like a name there, and
snap.
Then I think what helped you go over was the cutout tutorial.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
were you the
yeah.
first one to think of edging the cutouts?
Gonna say no. I'm having a hard time remembering right now, but I feel like it couldn't have been. It had like Slings had to have done
Mm.
something like that.
Were you the first one that made the video though? Maybe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was the first. I mean, shit. I don't know if there's even to this day. Are there other cutout videos on how to make like ACBA style cutouts?
I don't think so. Not that I've ever seen. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
make
mean,
my own, so I don't really like
well,
videos. I make my own.
if you ever want to be better, check out the video. No, I'm kidding.
What I do,
Yeah.
is not as thorough as yours. What I do
Oh,
is
okay.
since I make my own, I make the width of the outline
Uh-huh.
kind of thick. So,
Oh, give
so I
yourself
use
some breathability.
right. So I use a chisel marker,
Yeah.
and I just go around it real quick. And then if it bleeds, you're not going to see anything because I made
It's
the
so thick,
outline.
right? You just yeah. So it's just mine's the bowling alley lane, and yours just has the gutter guards. Is all.
Pretty much.
We're bowling, and you got the gutter guards up. It's all right. I'll give you the handicap.
Yeah, I gotta make it quick. I don't got a lot of time to do stuff. I'm always busy with stuff, so I gotta make it quick and easy.
Oh, you know what people were doing a lot before my video? I remember now. People were cutting out of actual comic books a lot, and
Oh
it
yeah,
didn't. It sucked because you lost the comic, and then on the other side, it didn't always look great either. So,
no, no, because they're cutting it all weird, all jaggedy.
well, the paper I don't think lends itself to that. Like I use white cardstock because
Mm-hmm.
it's firm and flat, and it like absorbs the ink a certain way, so that's why it looks vibrant and crisp. Usually, depending. I don't know. I don't make cutouts anymore, so.
I haven't made cutouts
Actually, I do. So physically, I make cutouts all the time. Like I still make them for myself,
okay.
and sometimes like if I have extras for like if I have a package going out to somebody. But I don't print anymore just because I have so much from over the years. I literally have like probably for sure hundreds, if not like thousands of cutouts that are like where I had printed them and then just lightly cut around them, like just to get them out of the paper,
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I have so many like that. It's insane.
Like I still have like all the files that that I made.
Oh, see, there's where I struggle. I don't have all of them.
Yeah, I have all the files. So if anybody wants some cutouts, let me
Ooh.
know.
Where's your e-crater? Where's your eBay, your Etsy?
I was
Your,
thinking about doing my own cutouts. They were going to be called "Cut 'em your damn self," and I was just going to send.
just print them?
Yeah, I was just going to send you the file, and then you had to print them and cut them.
Oh, just just set up a download link.
Yeah, that was going to be
$4.99.
just it's called "Cut 'em yourself."
That you know what there's probably people out there who like that because then you don't even have because like some people like I use Microsoft Word just because I'm a caveman, but I know some people use Photoshop or other things to line up their cutout files. But if you had the file already good to go, that'd be great.
Because I use Illustrator to make them all. And then you just save them to whatever a JPEG or whatever, and then you just print them out.
Oh, you know what? That's a big. Let me clear up this misconception here. So a lot of people think I make cutouts like on Photoshop, like from scratch, and that's not the case. I'll pretty much like 99% of the cutouts I use are pulled from comics or manga or shows or something.
Oh, so Michael Whisman is working on a handicap right now because I make them scratch.
I only have one gutter guard up on the side, and I lean to the side that's not up anyways. So, but like one time I remember I got flack in the group for, I believe it was one of the October pictures because I used a cutout. No, wait, no, it wasn't October. Sorry. Oh wait, I'm getting confused. I have two cutouts. Okay, I was right. It was an October picture, and the cutout says something like, "Am I not the sexiest fucking woman you've ever seen on this miserable planet?" or something like that. And I have the curler hair lady, shout out J Riv, to literally breaking a broomstick off in Deadpool's ass. And people were like, "Yo, you're wild for that cutout." And I was like, "Yeah." And they're like, "No, like, why'd you make that?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And everyone thought I had like typed it out like that. And I was like, "No, that's like this is from a comic book. Like it wasn't from a scene like this in a comic, but you know,
Yeah.
it's just up for interpretation." So that one, yeah, I gotta clear that because a lot of people too used to message me like, "Could you make me cut out?" I'm like, "Well, da da da." And if it got to the point where I would say yes, they'd be like, "All right, can you make one that says this, one that says this one?" I'm like, "Wait,
Yeah, whoa,
no,
time
that's
out.
not."
I don't make them like that.
Yeah, you got to message DMC
Yeah,
or
I make them like that. I make them like that.
Brandon Dykler or
Um,
Poncheezy or by the ACBA ones.
all right, all right. We're only here to plug my stuff.
Sorry.
We're not here to plug other
Only
people.
by the DMC ones when
Yeah,
he
we're
drops
not
it
here to plug other people. It's
on
it's
his
not another
Mercari
people.
page.
You know, it's nice that I let you plug stuff. You know, my guests plug their own stuff.
Sorry,
You know?
right.
That's as far as I can go.
Let
You
me
know.
go back and delete Nick's comment.
Yeah, what's nice about making your own cutouts is, yeah, you get the freedom to put whatever you want, you know, in your figure's mouth, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, because it
More
was always fun.
creativity, more freedom.
Yeah, because it was fun for like the World Championships. You know, when you wanted to be a little bit more unique with your play, you know, you could have him saying, you know, whatever you wanted to. So that was always nice.
We get it. You want to bring up the ping pong ball shot.
Yeah.
There was a national shortage of glue caps after that shot.
There was. Well, at least at my Walmart, there was.
I don't know who could have done it, but some hoodlum at my local Walmart
It stole all the caps.
was ravaging there.
What? See, I started that, you know, and everybody started to pop off the LeBron heads and everything.
Oh.
I started that. I started popping off the glue bottle caps.
Do you remember the vulture heads that used to pop off on those Spider-Man figures too? That was like, but I think it was like a defect or something. They would just launch off.
Yeah, those are a defect. But you know which ones? Well, I did anyways, but don't tell anybody. Was the Nova heads? For the what was it? You know, the Spider-Man show on Disney. It was like the first
Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, Ultimate. I think it was Ultimate Spider-Man when he had teamed up with Nova, and who else? And White Tiger and Power Man when he had that team.
Yeah.
They had some figures where they were open boxed because they had like a play feature or something like that. And they had Nova, so I was like popping off the heads of the Novas because I was using them for customs. That was before they had Hasbro had made a proper Nova Marvel Legend. So I was making like custom Novas with that head.
I'm writing all of this down. Keep going.
It's on film now, or it's on the internet. It's gonna be here forever now. Makes sense.
Sweet Keanu cutouts. I never used them. Dang.
You know how many cutouts I've made for this guy, and he hasn't used them? Like, he's got tons of cutouts of stuff that I've made for him, and like he hasn't even used them yet.
Dang, like that.
So I'm so hurt by it because I spent all this time and you didn't even use them.
I have mad guys like that too, where I sent like pages of cutouts to them and they never used them. But I actually can't come down on Chris because I actually have some pictures I need to take with/for Chris too.
Oh.
He had given me some stuff a while back that I need to take pictures of, which I have not forgotten. So right now I'm in the middle of redoing like my whole house, and
okay.
So like all my stuff is being reorganized and stuff. It's gonna be cool. Like I've been sharing pictures with my friends. Like you've seen it, I think. Like the really useful boxes, the hardware boxes, and then like the detolfs and stuff. So that's been like, I'm trying to get that under my belt so then I can start fresh from there. And then I also built a portable, what would you call it? Like I guess just a backdrop, like a portable backdrop. So I'm not be limited to the one area I was limited to. And also now the size, like I should be able to shoot way, way, way bigger. Like get the whole Sentinel in the shot with all my X-Men in the shot. So we'll see how that goes, but it should work out. I may have to figure out different lighting situations on the size, but I haven't forgotten about anybody yet. Smash Labs and I have been Smash Labs as in Chris and Tyler. Check out Smash Labs and Uncanny Sculpts. I have his card right here. Actually, let me see.
I like this.
Uncanny Assassin. Sorry.
This comment right here. I feel that that he's like. He's pointing at you and me with this comment. I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm an artist.
Did you ever finish that Japanese diorama?
No, because no, you know why? But because the person didn't want it anymore.
Oh,
That's all right. I'm hoping to eventually finish it, like just for my own. And then perhaps that person may change their mind and say, now I will find room for that.
I don't think that person has room.
No, he doesn't. But I would like to, complete it so I could say, remember this one that
Do
we
you remember all of us together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's how I'm known, by the way, these days, as the least popular member of the Triple C podcast.
No one even knows what the Triple C podcast is anymore. So how could you be the least popular one?
Wow. Not even that. You have to strip me of everything. All my dignity. You're not going to do me like they did Phelps, DMC. You know that man earned them medals, weed or not.
Yeah, that's all right. It's all right. There could be something in the future. Who knows? Hint, hint.
That'd be dope.
You never know. You never know. You never know who could be on this show, people. You never know. So we'll see.
Hopefully, it's one of those real cool guys I met at Frankenson's.
Yeah, he probably gave you stickers and everything.
Oh snap! I know. How are you gonna put your brand out there and then forget to hand out the merch?
I know.
So for people who don't know, there was a Frankenson's meetup for the Toy Migos podcast. Really great show.
Dude, I'm plugging like everybody's thing on this freaking show today. Everybody's getting a shout out.
So the DMC was like, let me piggyback on that. So he put out, like, hey, DMC meetup at, and he put his info, So then everybody showed up. Ready. Yeah, I was late because I had to go run to the restroom. And then when I came out, everyone's like, we're going to, where'd they go? Some restaurant.
Oh, BJ's.
BJ's, yeah. We're all going to BJ's. So I ended up just hanging out with the stragglers, aka DMC.
Yeah. And then I left quick because I already had a headache from trying to find parking.
Oh, it was that day was real bad.
I was like, if I didn't see Punk or Mike, I told him if I didn't see him in the parking lot because I had actually seen him walking towards his car because he was getting something.
Okay.
I was about to leave because I was like, this is so ridiculous.
Yeah, and as far as going to this location, that was the worst that it's been since I've been to this location. Yeah. They were even kicking people out of the other parking lots with signs like, you can't park here, go away.
Yeah, it's so irritating. But the funniest thing, though, is that what about a week or two later, I went on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Right.
I went probably like around 11, maybe 12. Easy parking. I was like, Sundays.
Well, yeah, the Toy Migos weren't there that day.
Yeah, maybe that's probably what it was then. Everybody was there to see them, and that's why there was such a crowd.
The DMC wasn't handing out stickers that day, of course not.
So, I didn't announce when I went down there on Sunday. I didn't announce it,
right.
So that probably helped. But Sundays is the day for me to go to Frank's because the Saturdays, I don't know, it's just popping.
You're not a Wednesday nighter?
Nah, Wednesday night. On Wednesday night, I'm doing this show.
Oh yeah.
Every once in a while.
Damn! Wait, hold up! Look at the clock. We could be at Frank's right now. What are we doing?
I know. Maybe we should just cut it early and just go there.
What time do they close? Let's see. Frank and Sons.
They close
on the parking lot.
I think like 4 to 9 or
Yeah,
something.
today they close at 9. Oh, their hours are all over the place. Whoa, what?
Well, they probably close at 8:30 because no one stays that late. I always see people closing up shop early.
Today is like the latest they close is at 9.
Dang.
Yeah, on Saturday and Sunday, surprisingly, they close at 6 and 5. I thought it was longer than that.
Well, shoot, on Saturdays, you might as well just keep it until 9, you know?
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, what?
You know how those people ain't got nothing to do on Saturday nights, so let's keep it real, you know?
Or you know what? Well, I guess with COVID, maybe not. But I was gonna say open up a gaming section, like the card players could play all night or whatever.
Yeah, that would be nice. Because before they had tons of tables, I think.
Yeah, at the old location, there's like a gaming area, kind of.
Yeah, I never stepped into that area. I was out of my element.
I didn't personally, but I had tons of friends and relative who also went there to play like Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and Magic and actually that might be it.
Yeah, that's probably about it.
I collected the cards as a kid, but I never like got into playing the games. And I tried playing the Pokemon card game, but on the Game Boy like version. Phew, buddy, that shit was rough. So I said, I'm good on that.
Do you have any
Doing a
cards
real
that
challenge?
worth anything?
Do I have any cards that are worth anything?
Yeah.
Well, I gave them all to like family and friends over the years. So I have
like
one card.
Now,
I have one card, one original card left in my, I guess, collection. You'd say.
You're right. It's a holographic Charizard.
It is a holographic Charizard.
Oh,
that I pulled from a booster pack at Toys R Us when they first came out.
Ooh.
So that was the one I was like, let me keep. So that's in like a plastic case that you like screw together.
Oh yeah, I seen those. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have it propped up in my DTOF on one of my Pokemon shelves.
Nice.
So I got that one, but
that one's going for like a good amount of money, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is.
I know when it first came out, it was going for like $100, and at the time that was like $100 in the 90s for one card. Sheesh. You see what eBay says this card's worth. Maybe I can, when I hop off this show, I can retire. Let's see.
There you go.
Charizard card. Is there like a specific? You gotta like put in.
Smash Labs is still in the chat.
Oh, yeah,
he might know.
Uncanny Sculpts are all into that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I sent Uncanny Sculpts a Pokemon card I had got recently.
I got one of them the Mewtwo cards from the VHS from the movie. I got one of those.
Oh, nice.
I think somewhere.
Okay, I'm having a hard time because some of these cards are only like $20, and then some of them are like $300. So I don't know.
Yeah, you got. It's first edition. Oh, is it a first edition that you have? See, I knew he would know the answer.
Probably not. I know it's from the originals though. Like it's not the first edition, but it's from, I guess, the run that was after the first edition. Of that original set. Because I think a few years later they re-released them with like a different logo or something on it, but it's not from that. So I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna sell it. So it's Charizard.
I know, but you could have been rich. You could have been rich. Man. You could have been rich.
That's what
Leave this toy life behind.
So many people come into this hobby and look at it that way, but as a lifelong nerd, I'm not rich yet, so I don't know that these things are as lucrative as.
No, they're not, because I can tell you from experience, being an original collector, that I will financially never recover.
Yeah, I will never financially recover from this.
I will financially never recover.
Shit, that was you were saying that just giving out your stickers at the meetup.
Like I've been doing it so long, and I've spent so much money. Like,
yeah, bro. Your Sentinel come in?
Oh, you gotta throw that. You gotta throw that in there.
Shit.
No, not yet. I think it might have been. It's probably lost in one of those containers that sank to the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, did you order one?
No, I did not order one.
Oh,
That's
everybody who ordered one, like when they got their check in, they're like, "It got here right away." Da da. I must have been the only dude where they legit did the tracking because that they sent me the number and that shit took forever to get here. Oh,
funny
Valiant
story,
Comics.
Punter Mike. I do have a good amount of Valiant comics.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, I do have some. But on the flip side, I have been checking the market, and some of those issues have been going up.
Aren't they like making movies for those or something?
Yep. I think. Well, they made Bloodshot, but that really didn't. I guess because the movie sucked that bad that it didn't really
Oh,
do anything for
I
the.
haven't seen it yet. I want to see it, but I haven't seen it yet.
I saw it.
Ah, family wasn't enough to save him this time.
Yeah, if you don't have anything else to do, or if you don't have anything else to watch, then yeah,
Well, shit. Then I'm never gonna watch it.
you know, you're not gonna miss much. You're not gonna miss much.
Because
I
there's
was
always
on,
One Piece. You know what One Piece is?
yeah, the anime.
Yeah, it's a manga anime. It's like the most highest grossing and selling anime manga in the world, and it has and it's the most how do I say this? Most chapters and most episodes.
Oh wow!
So like in the manga, they're over 1,000 chapters now, and
Wow.
in the anime, they're over 900 episodes. Maybe close to 1,000 episodes now. I'm not sure.
But do the chapters, would that be equivalent to like an issue? Like say if it was a regular American is a
I would it depends on the series, but I would say a rough exchange would be like one chapter to one issue. About it depends because sometimes like for example One Punch Man, you could get a chapter that's like 3 chapters long, or you could get a chapter that's a couple pages.
okay,
So that
okay.
one's kind of iffy. But then like My Hero, usually you get a pretty consistent run of that. So yeah, but yeah, so it's a joke with my friends like that I'll never, not have something to do or
Mm.
whatever because well, there's always One Piece. Or like if I retire or if I got COVID, well, shit, that's easy. I wouldn't even finish One Piece before I recovered.
That's I was like, funny thing is that my daughter started to get into manga and anime, and I was like,
You let her read those Japanese mangoes all day.
I was like, where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? Because
Wiping your tears at those Valiant pages.
yeah, I'm like, oh my Turoks, my and my Shadow Man comics. I'm like, oh.
Damn, this holofoil doesn't absorb shit.
I was like, oh man, like I've never like talked about anime. I've never talked about manga with them,
Ugh.
which I've, I watch manga, I really not, or I'm sorry, I watch anime. I don't have any mangas or anything. It's always about Marvel and DC and stuff. And out of the blue, she's like, "Oh, I like manga now. I want to get
What?
these. I want these My Hero Academia books from."
Oh hell yeah!
So we got her like.
I love Boku no Hero Macadamia.
Yeah, she got the first the 4 books over there, first 4 volumes or whatever.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right.
I forget how many, but so the volume is basically kind of like a mini trade. Like it collects.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. I was like, all right, let me. As soon as you're done with those, I'm like, let me check them out.
Oh yeah, and then if for anyone who is new to this, like if you just want to read them like books and stuff, you can buy the books, Target, Amazon, Barnes and Noble. But for like if you get to a point where you want to read them like as they drop the chapters, you can either like subscribe to like Shonen Jump, where they've been pretty good about releasing them, or I think what I've seen is people will go to websites where it's like translated by fans faster. So it may not be word for word what ends up in the official book per se, but it's like the gist. So like that's how I keep up with stuff. But then I'll also go back and reread the stuff when it releases like in the official format. So if she catches up on My Hero, there's places out there where she can stay caught up on it, basically.
Well, yeah, she knows she's behind because we had taken her to Frank's, and what was the newest volume was like, I don't know, was it 12 or 20 or something?
Mhm.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm a little behind." I'm like,
Come on, Dad.
Yes, you are. I was like,
Damn,
"Yes, you are."
Dad.
I was like, well, if this was a Marvel comic, you would be up on your game, but it's not. So I'll get it when I get it.
On Christmas, she's going to be hoping for a big stack of comics and manga.
She's gonna see it's gonna be a heavy gift, and she's gonna know it's trades.
No.
And then all of a sudden, oh, Batman, again, Spider-Man, the X.
Dad, are these from the storage locker? They're all dusty.
Okay, don't worry about it, kid. These are vintage.
You're just gonna give her a piece of paper you ripped off and wrote a code on. What's this? Oh, it's your Marvel Now subscription or whatever.
Yeah, you can use my points. My 125,000 points. They'll get you a screensaver. There you go.
Yeah, oh man, maybe I didn't see all of the things you could buy, but the few things I saw you could buy was like
there's nothing
junk, and it was so expensive.
Yeah, I got so excited because I was looking through. I went to the merchandise part, and the first thing was like it was a sideshow like Spider-Man statue. And I was like, "Oh, what is it?" And it said 50,000, and I was like, "No way!" I was like, "No way! I can get a statue for 50,000, right?" And I look at the fine print. You need to use 50,000 points for the raffle for that.
So that's one ticket stub.
Yeah. So I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm like 50,000 points just to get like an entry into the drawing for this statue. I was like, "Oh, you guys suck."
Yeah, I do. So I got an email that I got points. Is that from Galactus or the Sentinel? Yeah. Galactus?
Oh, I don't know if you got anything with the Sentinel, but I know.
Okay.
I got it with Galactus like a week or two ago, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what it was.
That's probably from Galactus.
Yeah.
I don't think they were offering it with the Sentinel.
I didn't think so either, but I was just making sure it wasn't.
Which I don't see why that would be a big selling point. I don't even know why they even threw that in there.
I thought. My understanding was, isn't it supposed to be enough points to get a year free of that comics? Or is that not?
What did I look at? It was almost enough to get a month's.
What?
Or something like that. Yeah, I have to look at it closer, but I could have sworn it was enough to get like a month. And I'm like, what is that going to do? You know?
A month?
They kind of dropped the ball on that one. I was very disappointed. Very disappointed.
Well, I mean, hopefully they don't mess up Galactus like they did the Sentinel with the knees and stuff. Not everybody's talking about it too, but one of the joints in his hips, I forget if it's the one that goes out or forward, but one of those also has a similar issue to the knees, except that you can't take it apart to try and fix that part unless you like break it apart at the hips, but yeah,
you shouldn't have to do that.
No, I did see someone. I'm probably not gonna do this, but I did see someone who just took the screws out of his knees, super glued like the screws, the threads, screwed them back in, and like they didn't loosen up again.
Oh shit!
I was like, you know what? That'd be the quick and easy. Fuck it. That's probably what Hasbro's probably gonna do that at the factory. Like, wait, don't put them out anymore. Drop glue in there.
Just put some glue in there. Call it even.
Another guy made washers. He made his like on one of those Cricut machines. But I'm hoping I can just go to Home Depot and find something that'll work.
But I'm just like all these people, because you see posts like all the time, and people complaining. I don't understand why no one is getting together, like getting all these posts and then sending it over and be like, "Hey,
what happened?
There's got to be an issue here because it's not me. I'm not the only one. There's like fucking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 of us. You know what I mean? So they can
it's going to be all of them. Because
so,
what the issue is, so there's been a couple videos. There's 2 videos. I wish I could remember the guys' names, but they took it all apart to show everybody. Like one guy, he got lucky because his Sentinel actually arrived not fully assembled from the factory. So he was able to take his apart more than like other people and show why like you won't be able to take apart certain areas. Because like the way they engineered it was to actually fit only one way and not come apart.
Mhm.
So assholes. But yeah, so the issue is in the knees there are ratchets, but they're tiny, and the problem of why the ratchets aren't working is because the screw is just not tight enough and not staying tight enough. It's
Mm.
it's coming out. So I don't know that there is a fix per se that's like it could have just been a design flaw. You know what I mean? Like, fuck.
It's
Maybe
more
we
than
should.
likely that's probably what it is, and that's why you can't really fix it, because it's a
Yeah.
design flaw. You know.
So I'm just gonna put washers. I mean, worst case, if I can't find washers for fuck all and whatever, I'll just do the glue guys thing because it worked. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? The glue guy's from Singapore. I remember that he was on YouTube and he's from Singapore. But
Mm.
his worked. You know, it's just maybe not so comfortable with the idea of pouring glue into holes on a $350 figure. But
yeah, you gotta be a little
you have to.
little careful there. I don't know. I hope Galactus. I'm gonna be pissed. Galactus comes out like that, but
He's gonna be bigger too.
I don't think so, because I think it's gonna be a totally different, mold sculpt from the Sentinel. So I think everything will be new. So I don't think.
Well, but I don't know if you caught this. I think this was on the Infinity Equation podcast with with Dante Grace and hey, come on, we met Laser Pants Ryan.
Yeah, he was cool. He was cool.
Yeah, he
So
was real nice.
We'll let it slide then.
Surprisingly tall. Yeah,
I
Ryan's
know.
a big guy.
Yeah, because he kind of looks like he'd be small, like when you see him on the screen. But then when you saw him, you're like, oh, what's
damn, dude, mountain man. It's like he eats fucking Tower of Flapjacks every morning. But so Jesse Falcon, he's like one of the guys on their thing. He used to work at Hasbro before swooping their license and doing his own thing. So he was saying that the Galactus was originally it's been made, not physically made, but like the digital sculpt has been made for a long time now, and that was actually supposed to be the first HasLab. And then I forget what the reason was why they did the Sentinel first, but so that had me a little worried. Like, wait, fuck, the Sentinel was the newer figure. Ooh. So hopefully they can figure something out. Also, I think you're muted.
I don't know. I hope so. Because I don't want that. I don't want those issues with Galactus, especially at the price point he was at.
I know that one was rough, and especially for just a little personal for a second. When the payment time for Galactus came, that was like right when like all my bills had been paid a couple days before. So that one was really tight. I forgot what I missed out on. Like there was something I found in person that I couldn't buy because I was like, no, this is Galactus money right now. And I was like, for like a week and a half after Galactus, I was a little tight. Like,
right?
This bread and water look tasty.
I was like, Hasbro's getting greedy, with all these drops.
Oh yeah, it's relentless. I mean, so I haven't found the new waves yet, but Plastic Thunder, aka Johnny, he lives in Texas, and he's been getting tons of the waves. The What If, the Armadillo, and the what's the other one? What If Armadillo and AOA, the X-Men wave. Yeah, they like his Walmarts have been getting more and more, and like mine haven't gotten anything. So
I haven't seen anything.
So today he hit me up and was like, hey, I'm back again. They got scraps. What do you want? And he sent like a shelf full of stuff. And I was like, you know what? I'll just take all of it. And he was like, really? Like you need it all? I'm like, yeah, I don't have any of it. And even though technically it's just the scraps, I'm still getting like 8 figures. Nice. It's like a wave. It's just 2 from each fucking wave.
Who'd you get?
So from the ones he's going to be sending me are Sylvie from the Loki show. I might sell her. I just need her bath piece mostly. Doctor Strange from the new Spider-Man movie. Probably going to sell that too. Just need the bath piece. Morloon. Zombie Captain America. Star-Lord T'Challa, which I was going to sell that one, but if anyone's keeping up with What If, I saw the finale, so I think I'll hold on to him.
Yeah.
Cyclops from AOA. That's a cool one. And then Rogue from AOA. And they had Magneto, but I just got the Mafex one, and I was like, you know what, I'll hold off. Like if that goes on clearance, I'll cop that one. But
the one I've been wanting to get from that wave, from the new waves, is I really want to get Shriek.
Yeah, of course, that's like one of my number ones. She wasn't there.
Of course.
Yeah,
like
probably
her.
Get at least 2 of her.
I like Captain Carter. I just like the design.
Yeah. I got her. I found her at a GameStop because it was a pre-order that someone didn't pick up.
Sucks for them.
Yeah, but that was the only one they got. Like I was like, oh, did the rest of the wave? They're like, no, just that one, dog. Like, oh,
all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah, she's dope. She's probably one of my favorite characters to come out of that like series. Also,
yeah. I like Zombie Cat. At first, I thought he looked pretty cheesy, But then when I saw pictures of people posting of how he looked, like you can actually like see through his legs and stuff like that. I was like, oh, okay. Now I kind of changed my mind. I was like, all right, that seems like a cool figure, a unique figure to have. Right.
I'm still waiting for people to paint the shit out of it, make it look all.
Yeah, I'm surprised no one has yet because that blue skin looks horrible.
It looks good in the episode, but yeah, like in the figure, it makes it look weird.
Yeah. It needs to at least a little bit, a little dirty it up, maybe, a little bit darker.
I got an idea for you that I've been stewing on. And you know what? People might have missed the opportunity on this one. Walgreens finally cleared them all out, but the MCU Wasp from Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Okay. Yeah, those are plentiful at
Walgreens. Deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that to go with your zombie cat from the episode. Because she was like one of the main leaders of that, spoiler.
Yeah.
But
spoiler alert.
Spoiler. But so I have her line, and I haven't seen anybody do that. No one's done like shit accurate to that episode per se, because how could you really? But
that's
you know what? Oh shoot! I realized I should get Zombie Hunter Spidey to go with her.
Yeah.
And you know what? I have the realistic Tom Holland head, so I can swap it for that comic or the cartoony one. Dang! See, this is why I don't finish anything, because now I got a new.
Now you got a new idea.
Yeah.
So now your other idea, whatever it was, is in the back burner.
Would have been nice.
Oh well, what are you gonna do?
So what do you got working on? What's coming up to expect from DMC?
Well, I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Should be hopefully unveiling some dioramas soon.
Oh.
And then I need to set a reminder to myself to make a video, because I'm always in a rush to send them out to their new owners.
So like for yourself,
I want to send it out to them, and I always forget to take like a bunch of pictures. I forget to make like a video on it because I just want to be like, all right, here,
done, boom, yeah,
done. Here you go. It's on the way to your house, and then I'm like, as soon as I like drop it off, I'm like, damn, should have made a video. Like I have so many that I've sent out with no video. Like I was really mad that I didn't make a video of the one that Cheney got, the ship deck.
The boat thing? Yeah.
I was like,
that's tight.
I was like, you didn't make a video.
You don't even need that. Just tell him to get it back.
Yeah, I was like, give it back so I can make a video, and then I'll send it back to you.
Just grab it from him at the next meetup.
I was like, at least I took pictures this time. This time I actually got pictures of it, so I can post that. But yeah, I didn't make a video.
Hopefully, you start mass producing those crates like everybody else.
I thought about it, but then I was just like, they're kind of like a pain in the ass to make.
I'm glad it's so relieving to hear you say that, because when that wave was hitting, I made 2 for myself, 2 different versions just to see, because I was like, all right, let me make 2 different ways, because I'm gonna make fucking 50 of this, right? So let's see which one I like better. I made those 2, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm done.
No, it's cool when you made them, and you see the final product. You're cool. But then it's just tedious and kind of
Much more labor intensive than
Yeah.
it looks for the
Yeah,
crates.
it is.
Yeah.
Um,
So kudos to those guys who are putting out, warehouses of them.
because I wanted to, as soon as they announced the Hellfire Goons,
Yep.
I was like, I'm gonna make some of these because the first thing you think of is that scene with Wolverine and the goons in like the warehouse with all those crates, And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I want to do something like that. And then freaking Terraformer was like the first one. I think he was like on the first ones, if not the first one, to make the crates. And I was like, now I can't come out with it because this guy already beat me to the punch.
Come
Everybody's
on, Diego.
because if you're not first, you're last. You know what I mean? So,
Bobby.
so after I was just like, I'll just make it anyways. Like, even though this guy's out, then other people started coming out. And I was like, here, let me try. And I like the look at them. Mine are a little bit different from everybody else's, but it's basically the same thing.
That's what they all say. Actually, I buy yours.
I know, right? But it was fun to make it at first, and then you were like, at the end, you're like,
can I do this 50 more times?
Yeah, I'm like, no. I made like, I don't know, 3 or 4, and then I added them to the ship deck. So Cheney has a few crates.
What? That's so tight.
Yeah, so that I put with the ship when he bought it. So you got a few props to go along with that.
Mm-hmm.
And then didn't I do a giveaway on those?
Oh yeah, you did something on Instagram ago.
No, but it wasn't crates.
I didn't win, so I don't remember.
Yeah, so, it wasn't crates though. I was gonna do because I have a couple of crates that I had. I was testing colors on, and they're all like dumb looking. But I was like, maybe someone will want to paint them up. They're
nice.
So I was thinking about maybe giving those away, but then I was like, oh, why do they look?
Paint them your damn self.
Yeah, that's gonna be a paint them your damn self.
Cut them your damn self set, and Oh, we're also selling flight stands as part of the bend them yourself set, so it's just a pack of wires.
Nice, yeah. And then for the Spider-Man webs too, it's just some wire, and then twist them your damn self.
Yep, twist them your damn self. I love it. I think you got a thing going there.
That's gonna be my whole thing. That's gonna start a new thing of it's like do it your damn self instead of do a DIY. Yeah,
DIY with the DMC.
That's gonna be the new show
every Saturday morning at 10.
It could be a thing.
I'd watch. I'd fucking pull out my bowl of Fruity Pebbles and watch.
Shoot, I've been thinking about doing some tutorials, but then I'm like, I don't know. Everybody already has anything that you could think of. Like everybody's already made a video about it,
Not me, baby. I got tons of things in the bank. Sheesh. Can't relate 0%. Couldn't be me.
Did you ever finish that diorama?
Which one?
Right,
the quarry?
It was like
the rocks?
No, it was almost going to be kind of like a liquor. Was it?
Oh, fuck. Liquor? I knew you were going to mention it. I was like, don't mention the 2-story building.
Was it that one? It was like a liquor store kind of thing?
It was, so it was going to be a comic shop. And then behind the comic shop was a staircase that led to a hallway. And then one like apartment was in the hallway. And so I actually built the whole thing. And I built the roof and a sidewalk. And I had detailed all of the exterior. I just need to finish detailing the roof and the inside before I started painting. And I ended up throwing almost all of it away except for a few pieces because this was a design issue. So this was I'm fucked now. Huge oversight was I had effectively built a really fucking cool dollhouse. And couldn't, even though it was magnetized, like you could take the roof off, take the walls, take this other roof off, take the bottom walls, but even then it wasn't, I hadn't thought about actually shooting setups inside of it. I was so focused on well, I want to make this comic shop. Like I'm still working on them to this day. I printed hundreds of actual miniature comics. So the ones I do 1/12 scale, and they actually have interior pages. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like pages inside, but they're not thick. They're like thin. And so I was making literally like to actually fill shelves. Like I was going to make the shelves and literally fill them with the comics.
That's
to
awesome.
like if a friend came, like, Cheney will come by sometimes. Like if he came over, he could pick a comic off the fucking rack and be like, "Oh, hey," and take it home. And be like, "Hey, I got a comic for my figure." But yeah, once I realized, like, oh shit, I totally can't use this for pictures. And it was a wash from there. So that's something you really want to keep in mind, because, like, yeah, it's a cool dollhouse, but if you can't get in there, you're not going to see any of it.
I don't think a lot of people know that Whisman makes dioramas too, and he makes some pretty dioramas. You just haven't ever seen them.
And hey, just like you, my customers, they're all ghosts, because as soon as they buy, I've sold a 2-story building to a guy a long time ago. It wasn't as good, but, and I actually had built shit, what do you call it? The rafter kind of things, like when they're working on the side of a building.
Oh, the scaffolding.
Scaffolding, yeah. I had built like a 2-story scaffolding to go with that.
Nice.
This was in like 2013 or 14.
And no one's ever seen it.
Yeah, right. Ever since that guy bought it, never seen it.
Because I'm thinking, like, I always thought about doing scaffolding, like, as a prop, to go with a building or something. So that's why if I would have seen it, I would have remembered it. So I think this person,
I used it in one of my pictures once. I think it was with Scorpion, like when Spider-Man and Scorpion are on the street corner, and Scorpion's like squirting acid at him, and Spider-Man's like kicking his tail away. Let me see if I can find it. I'll send it to you real quick. Let's see.
Yeah, if I would have seen scaffolding, I would have remembered.
Or if I have a picture of just the diorama, I could send you that. Yeah. Do you have a way of like showing images on this, or?
I don't know, probably, but I never tried it.
Oh, here I have a picture of it, just like the diorama on an old kitchen table. Let me shoot it to you. Let me teach the DMC a thing or two about dioramas.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. No, I can't share this on there.
Oh, why?
Oh, yeah, this is dope.
Boom. Yeah, so that, and then, and you know what? I'm realizing I don't have pictures, but inside, they were pretty plain, but inside of each cube or floor or whatever was like a plain, thing. Oh, wait, no, never mind. Here it is. I have a picture.
And then don't you hate it when you send people dioramas and they never post pictures of it?
Yeah.
But, it's for their enjoyment, so whatever. But it's always nice to see when people use it, like in pictures and stuff.
Right.
I don't remember ever seeing this, like anybody saying, "Hey, check this out! Like, look what I got from the Whisman."
Well, no one's ever said that ever, but yeah, this scaffolding was like my first attempt ever at just because I wanted it for a building. And if I did it now, I would do it differently, because I actually have like tools that might help with it, like a pin vise. I've been putting people on the pin vices lately in Discord, but it's essentially a handheld drill for anyone who doesn't know. You can find it at Hobby Lobby, Michael's. And it's just like a tiny handheld drill for little hobby things. Like if you need to put holes like in a tiny piece of wood or something. Or like, if you need to make peg holes in a figure.
Send me the link later. I need to check this out.
PIN Vice. VICE. Pin Vice. Usually you can get like a shitty one for like $10, and you can get a slightly less shitty one for like $30.
Okay.
So I got a $12 one and just called
it. So you could probably punch holes into dolls then, right?
Yeah.
Should be able to.
It's just a
Hmm.
like basically a handheld drill. Yeah. So if you could drill into anything, because you use drill bits, they're just
Okay.
thinner. Like I
Right.
have a drill bit that's like as thin as a needle. So I
Oh,
try to use that for like, or sometimes for repairs, I'll try to do that and put the tiniest like screws I can find for something. So that way it's not as noticeable or whatever.
nice. I'll look into that.
Yeah, man. Also, wet palettes keep your paint
Uh,
lasting longer, especially if you're custom mixing. Like I was painting a My Hero head cast. I still need to paint the eyes, but the color of Midoriya's outfit is like such a unique kind of like turquoise that I had to custom mix a color after going to the shop a couple of times and asking like I would ask the miniature painter guys for help. Like, hey, let me borrow your nerd eyes. Uh, which one of these greens and blues do you think will make this? And it took a while, but I mixed it. And so thank God I had the wet palette, because then once I mixed like a big old glob of it, I just had to, keep going back to that and not having to make any more from it, like drying out on a plate
yeah.
or something.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't really use it because I stopped painting figures.
Yeah. Well, you don't need it for diorama stuff.
Yeah.
No, this would be for figure painting
Yeah. It's
and
for
stuff.
figure. Like, I can't even remember the last time I painted a figure.
Psst, you washed up, DMC. You getting
I have
old.
like I used like well before I started doing dioramas, I did
uh,
like I did custom figures here and there.
yeah, Captain
Uh,
Planet.
yeah, a simple repaint.
Simple repaint.
Yeah, it was just a simple one. And I was trying to get into sculpting.
Uh huh.
I got the that epoxy
hmm
that everybody uses
Which
to
one?
like.
Aves?
Was it the one?
Milliput?
No,
Procreate?
Procreate. It was
Uh-huh.
that one. The one everybody uses to do the hair and
The
everything.
bendable,
Yeah.
flexible. Yeah.
So I started kind of like trying to try that, and that was such a big learning curve
Mhm.
to actually make it look good.
Yeah.
I was like, no, fuck this. I don't want to do this. And then I got into dynamics
Nice. Yeah, I,
because
I use
dioramas are a little bit
Procreate,
more
not for everything, but I'll usually either use Procreate or Milliput, depending on what it is. You
like
know what I
the
like you know what I like Procreate for, and that you could, if you have any of your leftover stock, is making head sockets, because then it cures similar
okay,
to plastic almost. So when you just I use silicone oil because I just have extra from trying it out from when the Fwoosh guys recommended it.
hmm
But I've seen people use like maybe Vaseline or Saran wrap, depending. But you put that on the ball peg and then smush the head on so you get the form fit, and then pop it off. And then when it cures, I like to use the Procreate because then it actually pops on. Like it literally sounds like you're popping on a Marvel Legend head. Whereas
oh,
if you try to do that with Milliput, it would just crumble and pummel away over time.
hmm
So Milliput I try to use for like flat, hard type surfaces. But Procreate is more, and you can mess with it. Like if you make it too one way, like too flexible and gummy, it's really hard to sculpt. It's like bubble gum. And if you make it the other way, it's closer to something like Milliput. I haven't tried Aves, but I hear that one's also dope. Like Chris Serta,
Well, AC you
Chris
have to
Masterpiece uses that.
it's like a 50, isn't Ace 50-50 mix?
I think so.
So I think I used tried that one before too.
hmm
Yeah, I think it was like you had to do half of one, half the other to put
Right.
them together.
Most of them are like that. Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a pain. I just couldn't get the hang of it.
hmm
Oh, I probably should have tried more than like a couple of days, but
Yeah.
I just gave up. And then, like I said, I just started doing dioramas because they're just more
You know who
forgiving.
has great videos on learning to sculpt with Milliput? You can pick Milliput up at your local Hobby Lobby for cheap, or order it online. I would recommend. So when I first bought it, I tried to be fancy and buy the real nice white one. I
Mhm.
found that one's actually very difficult to work with and very messy. So I would recommend trying the standard yellow Milliput. It's like what Craig Warwick used to use before he switched over to like 3D printing and Procreate. But
Mm.
Milliput still works great. And if you look up Glenn Webb's old videos on using on sculpting with Milliput
Oh
and
yeah, he's
using
got some
stuff
good
like
ones.
the toothpicks,
Hmm.
yeah, he did a whole series on those, which that helped me a lot. Like get more. I'm not like, I would not call myself a sculptor or anything like that, but you know, if it was like an emergency, then a doctor wasn't around.
Yeah. But like, no, I remember seeing some of his videos using the toothpicks to help him
Hmm.
like sculpt and how to guide the clay.
Right.
Yeah, to as like a beginner to for you to understand kind of like how it works. Like
Hmm.
I thought those videos were like really good.
Fuck yeah, dude. I love Glenn Webb's videos. Rest
Mm-hmm.
in peace, buddy. Miss you.
For sure.
Well, Diego, I will gladly give you an hour of my time another day, but for today, I think I have to fade back into my reclusivity.
All right, all right. Hey,
That or there's a 2-year-old dragging me away.
I'm glad I'm glad you were able to join us tonight.
Uh-huh.
But before you leave,
Okay.
we need to tell everybody why you're an amazing friend.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you're an amazing friend because you're another creative genius. Like I
Oh.
said, the Whisman, he does dioramas that you've never seen. He does sculpting. He does cutouts. This guy does
Wait, how does
everything
that make me a good friend though?
because we bounce off each other's
All right. Oh,
creativity.
because I share those ideas with you. Oh, okay.
Exactly. You know?
Here, let me be a total asshole and hijack that train and say, here's why I'm a good friend.
Okay.
Because I went to the meetup and after saying hi to
And
everybody, I came up to Diego and
ask for stickers.
specifically remembered. I said, "Can I get my stickers for
The hell
meeting
yeah.
up with DMC?" And I was the only one who remembered to say it out loud, at least. Everybody was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot." And I'm like, "Yeah, you did,
But
because as big of an asshole as I am, you're all worse."
but see, that's why he's a friend because he doesn't forget. You know,
That's true. And you see, how many people did I shout out?
and this guy, as you notice, because he shouted out everybody in the freaking community,
True.
he's a supporter.
Hey, speaking of, how do you like my new logo? This is the first. Okay, so if you would have asked me a couple weeks ago, I thought I had logos. Apparently, my friends were saying, some other friend were saying that I don't have logos. I just have pictures of myself. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh. So, and your logo actually came up in talks with some people of how they like it, like
Oh, thank
as
you, thank
like design and concept
you.
and stuff. And I said, no, nothing like that. That's god awful. So we
You're
moved
like,
past
I don't want
it,
that
and
shit.
then no, I'm kidding. So, anyways, long story short, what do you think of my logo?
Yeah, I like it. To me, I don't know if that's
Oh
the
fuck,
what
here
you're
we go.
what no if this is what you're going for, but
uh,
it looks like brushstrokes, like a
yeah,
painting, like
like ink,
printing brushstrokes.
yeah.
And since you paint, you do your customs with painting. I figured that it goes along with your artistic side of painting.
Well, thank you. So, if anyone's interested in logo designs, I got this by Bjorn Chua from Singapore, aka Going Geek. But you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to worry because he just emails it to you, so you don't have to wait on the slow ass shipping from Singapore.
Awesome,
And let me
perfect.
say this: Bjorn Chua is currently a student at the. I'm gonna fuck it up now. The
My Hero Academia.
NAFA. Okay, so think what My Hero is to Japan's Hero Society. Bjorn's school is to the Art Society of Singapore. He's like in the #1
Art
design
school.
school of
Oh, that's
Singapore.
awesome.
Yeah. So I went top shelf for this one, Diego. Okay,
Yeah,
don't think I was. Yeah,
you
wasn't
went top shelf.
playing around in Illustrator,
You're
Diego.
like,
Okay.
yeah, like, I don't need DMC's remedial designs. I need top shelf.
After he was done with it, he said, anything you want tweaked?" I said, "Yes, one thing. Can I get it inverted? Can I get one where it's white letters, black background?" And he said,
Yeah.
"Sure, that makes sense." And he said, "Anything else?" I said, "Nope, I just want the invert, and so I never need one again." So for every scenario.
Yeah.
So this is actually technically, I mean, I put it on my Instagram already as my profile thing, but it doesn't update anybody when you do that. So this is the world premiere of my first logo designed by
Hell
the
yeah.
ACBA community. Well,
Hell yeah.
not the whole community, but
I got the scoop.
yeah. So I came here for the world premiere, and if you were wondering, hey, are you having technical difficulties, or do you look like a bum from the pandemic? No, guys, it was to show off the logo the whole time.
Duh.
Fucking got you. So yeah, hit up Bjorn if you ever wanna. If anyone needs logos, I know Tyler Tystar also makes logos, and Billy Mahoney used to make logos.
See how this guy just shouts at everybody, yet the DMC makes logos too. God.
What? Okay, I want give me some logos you made.
See that
Anybody?
DMC right there?
Right. Okay, so that is a banger. Everyone agreed. Sick
Smash
reference, bro. You
Labs.
have the sickest references. Everyone knows that.
Smash Labs logo. I made
Yeah,
that.
you made his?
Yeah.
You know what's cool about that? I have right next to me. You can't see it, but I'll hold it up to the screen regardless. I have a bag of stickers, and I have I try to get all my friend stickers. Like I got Punker Mike sticker, I got your sticker, Uncanny Sculpts, and I got the Smash Lab sticker right here, right next to my ACBA and DMC sticker.
Yeah. And
nice.
Then if you check out on Instagram, the Geek Out Show, they have a lot of.
Yes, I've seen them on Instagram. Yeah.
They have a lot of guys in their group, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I've made a few logos for them.
Nice. I'll have to dig deeper then and start looking at those. So all of that was to build up to say, if you need a logo, check out the DMC.
But I'm too busy though. I'm too busy.
And when he turns you down, you can hit up Bjorn Chua, who's probably also too busy, but Going Geek.
He's in a top shelf art school. He don't got time for that.
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes he'll hop on Discord when he's working on homework, and it's just like crazy shit, man. The amount of work they require from their students is insane. And then when some of the ideas, because a lot of it is conceptual stuff, so we'll help him, pitch ideas, and then he'll take those, pitch them to the teacher, and the teacher's like, it's like when you're helping your kid with their homework, and they come home and the teacher's like, your kid's an idiot, and you're like, I did this homework.
They're like, where'd you get these ideas from? Some dumb American?
Right. Some guaylo.
Well, hello, boys. Going Geek TV.
Oh, if it isn't Going Geek TV, the artist I was just talking about. If you ever see him, be sure to greet him in his native greeting, Ni Mama Mao Mao.
Oh, right.
That's a little Chinese for you.
I was like,
or for any fans of Squid Games, Anyang Haseao.
Dude, I saw that. I finished it up last week.
You watched the dub, didn't you?
Yes, yes, I did. Because the DMC does subs. I do dubs, not subs. I just can't do it.
This is like the village I come from as a child. Oh, play marbles with me, old man. Where are you going? That's the one you were watching all week, huh?
Yeah. What's wrong?
He's gonna tell me the Ni Mama Mao Mao thing is.
Now he's gonna be like, why you gotta watch? Why do you watch the dubs? I can't. I'm just too lazy to read. That's why I watch the dubs. I'm just too lazy.
Could be worse. I don't want to out a very well-known pop culture figure in our community, but he slipped up and he mispronounced a couple anime names and called him out on it. And his reasoning was, well, I watched the sub, but with the audio off, so I only read it. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, so I mispronounced the names because I'm reading. So I was like, so you're just reading a motion comic, basically.
Interesting.
Since then, he has since revoked that statement, redacted that statement, but people never forget.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
Oh, both those wrong.
All right, then. Well, I guess we're going to wrap it up for tonight.
Yeah, you're a busy man. I got to let you get back to your boats and hoes or boats and crates.
Hoes, that's right. All right, so I want to, again, thank you, Whisman, for joining us today. Thanks for everybody joining us in the live. Make sure you share it so your friends can catch the replay. And watch all the other videos. Don't be like Whisman and just watch half the videos. Watch all the videos all the way.
See, I'm going to drop a reference right now that'll reference back to the beginning of this. So you're not going to catch this live, obviously, if you're watching this now, but when you catch me in the Blu-ray release, tell me how cut I look. Tell me how clean they made me look. So if you get that reference, that means you've watched the whole thing through.
Perfect.
Leave your comments below. Smash like, ring that bell. Go on over, sub to Michael Whisman. Cool guy.
Yeah, tell him what your Instagram is on your YouTube.
Tell him I sent you.
All right, guys.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. The DMC is out of the room. Peace.